Hello, welcome to Microlocity, and this is the Red Room Diecast Ragtop Challenge. This is your favorite ragtop or convertible out of your diecast collection, and I have, I think, 10 cars here. It was pretty hard to pick just 10. I have a lot of diecast convertibles, so I got it down to 10 cars. But I'm going to start off with this one. This is my favorite out of all of them, and this is not only my favorite convertible casting. This is up there on one of my favorite castings that Hot Wheels makes. This is called a Fantastique, and this one came out in 2000. This is a first edition. This is the first version of this casting, and this is, in my opinion, the best variation of this one. And as far as I know, this is based off a French designer, like back in the 1930s, I believe. But this is just a really cool car. The body lines, the color, I love the chrome on it, the split windshield. I mean, even the seats are, I forget what you call that, but it has the pattern on the seats. So that is my favorite. I want to start off with that one so no one would miss it. Okay, next we have a 96 Mustang GT, and this is also a Hot Wheel. And this is also a first edition. I forget the year, but it's in the later 90s, mid 90s. And I always like the casting, and I love the red paint on these. I have a couple of these, and some of them the paint is a little bit deeper red than the others. And let's see, next we have, it's a Matchbox, a Volkswagen Bug Beetle. I think this one they actually call a concept, and I think it's because of the convertible, because they didn't have a convertible at first, I don't think. Let's see, I think it says, yeah, concept Beetle convertible. But I really like this casting. I've always liked this one. It has the lenses are part of the windshield, the headlights. And another really great casting from Hot Wheels is the Thunderbird. They did a great job on this. This is an all-metal car, and this one I love the paint on it, the color, and then it even has the emblem, and it says Thunderbird on the back. I think they tried to paint the louvers there, but I love the stance of this car. It's just a really, really good looking car. And we'll go with a Lincoln Continental, another Hot Wheel. So I just love how this car sits. Big old car. This one doesn't have as much detail as the Thunderbird, but I always love the big Lincolns. And here we have a Matchbox Cadillac Alante. I've always loved these cars. I think they only made the real version for a couple years. They didn't sell very well. But I just always love the look of these. And this one's kind of interesting. I think it must be part of the interior, but the white, almost like pinstriping that goes all the way around. It's something you don't really see a lot of, but it's kind of neat how they did that. Yeah, this one's well played with. I played with this one a lot when I was a kid, as you can tell. And okay, this is a Mitsubishi Spider. And this one's a Matchbox, and I think they called it a premium. So this one has a little more detail than the main lines. And this one also sits on my shelf, as you can see all the dust inside. But even like the gear shift, the gear shifter, I guess that would be the display, or so it has some paint on it. The seats have paint. It has rubber tires. Got some detail on the headlights and tail lights. But I always like the look of that car. And here we have a Porsche 911. And this one, I remember when I opened this, it's almost like a hair that it's stuck in the paint. So you can see right there with the glare. So it's actually in the paint. But I always loved this yellow, metal flake yellow. It's something you don't see a lot of. And this is one of the castings it's not really a Hot Wheels casting. It came from, I don't know if it was Corgi when they kind of bought the castings, or that was that weird period in the late 90s, I think, where Hot Wheels started using some of the different castings. So I always thought that was a really cool looking car. And another Hot Wheel BMW M3. Yeah, this one I've had for a long time. I got this as a kid, and this is one of the few that I opened up and I put away right away. I had a Hot Wheels display case, which I think held 12 cars, if I remember right. And this is one of the ones that were in my that display case. And the last one is a Matchbox, the Dodge Concept. I believe they called this the Copperhead. And I have a variation, or I have this casting in Hot Wheels and Maisto, but the Matchbox one is the best of all those, with the color and detail. So that is my favorite 10 Hot Wheel, or not Hot Wheel, favorite 10 convertible diecast that I own. Alright, check out Red Room Diecast and join in the challenge. This has been a fun challenge, and it was a lot harder than I thought, because I didn't realize how many convertibles I had. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.